So hi, my name is Mateo Aguilar, and I'm developing an automatic dog trainer designed to help keep dogs outside of shelters and help more dogs get adopted into good homes. Our product and service solves a major problem: the fact that for many dogs, behavioral issues are a death sentence once they enter a shelter. Behavioral issues are one of the leading reasons that dogs are surrendered by their owners in the first place. And as a lot of scientific studies show, they're also one of the biggest reasons dogs never get adopted again. When a dog is surrendered due to behavior problems and those issues aren't addressed, it creates this snowball effect. The behavior that caused the surrender remains, and then the dog stays longer in the shelter because of these behavioral issues, and then ultimately that dog may never leave. Even though these shelters exist to give dogs a second chance, unaddressed behavioral issues mean that for many dogs, the shelter becomes the last stop. This gap between what dogs need and what shelters can realistically provide is the problem that we're trying to solve. Today, when someone is deciding whether to adopt a dog, the decision is heavily weighted towards getting just a very cute puppy. Puppies have a strong cuteness factor that shelter dogs can't easily compete with, and people are drawn towards the excitement and the appeal of raising a puppy despite the higher costs and the time commitment necessary for house training. By providing shelters with our training system, we want to change the decision making process for adoption to: do I want an already trained, well behaved dog from a shelter at a much lower adoption fee? Or do I want to start from scratch with an expensive and untrained puppy and then take on the time and the work of training it myself? We're developing an automatic dog training system that will provide basic obedience training like sit, lay down, and come over here, using a harness in combination with a treat dispenser to automatically train these essential behaviors without needing to hire a professional trainer or any human intervention. We already have a working proof of concept, and our team has built an initial prototype that tracks basic dog behaviors like sit, lay down, come, and heel, and proves that automatic dog training is possible. But the current version was mainly built for just a proof of concept, and it's not ready to hand over to real users yet. Our proof of concept tracks behavior, but it doesn't fully automate the reward and correction process. Adding these systems and making them robust enough for real world use will require experimentation with different components and therefore money. That's why our next milestone is clear: secure funding or save up money to build a user ready version of the device that we can distribute to dog trainers and shelters so that we can gather real world feedback. With that funding, we can move from a proof of concept to real testing, and we'll be one step closer to making an automatic dog training system a standard part of the shelter adoption process so that countless dogs won't be overlooked.